All right, so we have another special guest today for our small business spotlight.
Well, what?
Today's spotlight is on Aji Abbott from Oohs and Ahs Soul Food Restaurant.
Whoop, whoop. Welcome.
Aji, welcome.
Ooh,
Everyone.
Welcome, Aji. How are you?
I'm doing well. How's everybody?
Good, good.
doing well, doing
So,
well.
Happy to have
so Aji, did I say it right? Is it Oohs or is it O's and Ahs?
Oohs and ahs.
Oohs and Ahs. All right, Oohs and Ahs. So tell us a bit about Oohs and Ahs and yourself as well.
Well, I mean, we are homegrown, both myself and Oohs and ahs.
Nice.
From DC, born and raised. Obviously with the name, we want to make people ooh and ah. You ooh when you take the first bite, and after you take the last, ah,
I
you
love it.
good. Yeah.
So, can you tell us exactly where you're located? I think you have two locations, right?
Two locations down. 5933 Georgia Avenue. Northwest is the one all the way uptown, Georgia and Peabody. And then the original, old school original is 1005 U Street Northwest,
Okay.
All right.
Washington,
okay.
D.C., right across from the old school Masonic Temple.
And so, what's your most popular dish?
Well, I mean, everybody eats fried chicken, macaroni and cheese, candy
Oh,
yams, collard greens,
No,
he said he's gonna
cornbread.
be there.
Oh, I've been there.
He's, he said he said he's gonna make that his last meal.
For the year. For the
Exactly.
year.
We,
fried.
I think we all want the fried chicken.
Now,
Lizzie,
if you
Well,
have some fried,
lob-
do you have seafood dishes there?
I have crab cakes. We do shrimp.
That's
We do great
that's
fried
enough.
fish.
There you go. You
That's
got
it.
me. You got me.
Okay, yeah, we don't have any lobster pie, but
So how
we
did you
we
get
gonna hold our
started?
own.
Why did you go into the soul food business?
Well, I mean, I saw that it was an opening. Um, for me personally, I stopped eating pork in 1990. No disrespect to anyone that's still swining and dining, but
swining and dining. I love that.
but it ended up I could never really get soul food, and I saw that people were like me who may want soul food, but you could never really get it if they didn't put ham hock and hog maw and bacon grease and everything else in it. So I also wanted to look at it in a way where we could make soul food available for the masses, for everybody. So now, we're making it where, the person that doesn't eat like that, as far as pork and those, you have people whose faith restrictions don't allow them to eat that and otherwise. And we wanted to make some good home cookings for everyone.
Nice.
All right.
East.
So
So
Ati,
how have
oh,
go ahead, Eve. Go ahead, Eve.
I'm sorry. So Ati, of course, going through the pandemic, um, what are some of the things that you learned so that post-pandemic you can implement those things into your restaurants?
Well, obviously, one of the main parts of the pandemic that need to be made clear. I mean, the things that are needed to be done right now are kind of the things that needed to be done originally. I mean, as far as keeping clean, washing hands, keeping sanitary, wiping down continuously. You may not want to wear a mask all day, but people have to do that now. But that's stopping the spreading of germs and things of that nature. So I mean, I understand that now is a new normal. so to speak. But we should have been doing these type of things because there's been virus and germs and everything before this. It is going to be virus and germs after this.
Let me ask you,
So-
how did COVID negatively impact your business? Did it negative? I mean, you had to close down, right?
No, we stayed open actually.
Oh,
We were hurt for a minute though. It was tight. I mean, it went from, we were doing well and then zero business. The schools left, no tourists, no catering.
wow.
I mean, it went from, some people to no people real quick. And then we ended up realizing though that we wanted to stay open for those people who had to be out every day. Your doctors, your nurses, your fire people, your policemen, all those first responders, and even those who work in food service the same as us. There were some people that still had to work, and those people had to eat as well. So we wanted to be open and available, and we wanted to let everybody know that we're always going to be there. We're always going to be open. A good home cooked meal is not far away.
Yeah. You had another question, Liz?
So I was just going to ask, so currently, like, what are your safety regulations now? Like, what do people have to do if they come into your restaurant?
Well, obviously, a point of contention for most people is wearing a mask now. I mean, you kind of put that sign on the door, and most people don't want to, wear the mask inside. I understand some people don't think that it's serious. Some people don't like the mask because it restricts their breathing. I understand the reasons to why I not like it, but there's also the reasons that is necessary. I mean, to stop spreading of germs. I mean, if you have your mask on and I have my mask on, then the likelihood of either one of us catching anything is a lot lower. Now, we also want to make sure that, we constantly wiping down all day. I try to make sure my people are wiping down with the bleach and disinfecting and sanitizing solution to make sure that everybody is staying safe, throughout. And then, I mean, I may even, we've been talking about it, I may even get a couple of those thermometers and start shooting people's forehead.
Yeah, my wife has a fitness studio. We do the same thing. Sam, did you have
Yeah,
did you
indeed.
have a question for Aji?
I did. I missed the chunk because
That's all right.
the storm. So I don't know
Yeah,
what
storms
to say.
rolling by. I know.
So mine is pretty basic. I've been to your spot, but if you had to identify a dish you want to do, or like that experimental deconstruction of macaroni and cheese, what would it be? Like, is there something like that's there that people would probably be like, nah, but you really just want to do that you haven't tried yet?
No, I mean, I've tried a lot of things, pretty much everything. I really would, at some point, me personally, I love Italian food and sauces and stuff. I would like to do like a soul Italian Oohhsnaahhs type version. You
Soul
know,
Soul
Italian.
Italian.
I
I
don't know
love
if
that.
That's, oh man.
you get down.
Okay.
Way to do that.
Like a
The
like
easy
a soul
way to do that.
pizza.
Fry some spaghetti, throw some sauce on it, boom, there you go.
Well,
All right,
yeah,
Aji.
something like that.
That sounds
I'll be
awesome.
there. I'll be there. Shoot. Let me know if you want to do experimental day. I'll be the first in line for Soul Italian.
I make the deep dish almonds with the collard greens and fried chicken
I
on it.
like it. I like it. All
I
right,
will
Aji.
be.
All right, tell everybody where they can find you online so they can look you up, maybe support you, subscribe, all that good stuff.
Indeed, indeed. As far as our Facebook, Oohs, OOHHS, I think it's and Oz, but it might be a underscore in there or two. But Oohs and Oz on Facebook.
Okay.
On
Oz,
Twitter is
come on,
at
Oz.
OHHS underscore and AAHHS. And the Twitter is the same.
Awesome.
Awesome.
All right, guys, you got to check out Oohhsnaahhs Soul Food Restaurant. Some really good food. I've actually tried it, so it's actually some really,
Check it
really
out.
excellent food. So,
I appreciate
Nice.
y'all having me on.
thank you for joining us,
And I love
Aji.
what y'all doing as well. Just keep it up. Keep it up.
Thank you, sir. Keep
All right,
on
thanks,
watching.
Oz.
We appreciate it.
Keep cooking. Keep
All right,
cooking.
everybody get the shrimp and grits too. Don't forget about the shrimp and grits.
The fried chicken is amazing,
Yes.
by the way. You got to do the fried chicken and the mac and cheese. So,
Indeed.
all right, man. Thank you, Aji.
All right.
All right, man. Good
Bye.
to see you.
All right, that's our small business spotlight. Yeah, his food is really, really good. Gotta
Yeah.
try it.
Did you,
Yeah.
Woo. Did you see Mike Winter's comment for the soul food?
What he
For the
say?
soul food?
Mambo sauce in your marinara.
The worst part was once he said it, I was like,
I see. Kevin Thaxton said some fried chicken lasagna. Monica Alicia was laughing at swining and dining. Y'all be swining